We're here at the Lansdowne with Rum Jungle for Lansdowne TV.
Yoo-hoo!
Good fun.
Great fun.
All right, first question is, can you give me one of your favourite memories here at the Lansdowne?
Well, I've actually this is my second time here because we're from Newcastle, but I came here a couple of months ago. It was like just after our Europe tour, a second Europe tour last year, and just came to like catch up with a bunch of friends. So that was pretty amazing. And then, today was pretty sweet too. A lot of fun playing in the stairwell. Yeah. Pretty fun.
Pretty nice. Yeah,
Love it.
My one memory here is playing in the stairwell. So it's a great memory so far. Plenty more to come.
Absolutely. And so you guys are from Newcastle, but obviously as you start touring and whatnot, like you're spending a bit of time here in Sydney. How are you finding the scene here? And is there anything that you'd like to see change, or maybe even like the scene in Newcastle?
Yeah, I think it's like, I mean, the scene in Sydney I think is sick, and I think the scene in Newcastle is really, really cool as well. But yeah, being from Newcastle, that's probably something I could comment on a bit easier, and something that I think we're kind of lacking in Newcastle is like some venues that'll put on like all age gigs. So like when we were coming up, there was tons of them. There was like the Dungeon in Adamstown. There was this other one on Beaumont Street that was sick. I think there was the Loft in town, and I think it's like something that's like insanely important, right? Because it's like you're a young band. Where the hell are you going to play until you're 18? It's like it kind of being able to like grow your audience early is probably the vibe. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think I was going to say even like not just all age venues in Newcastle.
Yeah.
We used to have the Cambridge in Newcastle. Now that's gone, and I think we're coming back to get some more venues in. But you come to Sydney and there's a venue on every block, and it's awesome. I think we just need like a 24-hour tram service from Newcastle to Sydney so we can get to Sydney a bit easier, because the train is scary.
Or bullet train.
Or a bullet train, that's good. Bullet train would be great.
Yeah,
that'd be awesome.
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
So you obviously spend a lot of time touring regionally as well. How important do you think that is for artists, whether they're emerging or established?
I think it's the most important thing. When we first started, we were mainly just playing Newcastle around there. And then I remember when we first started really like branching out and going up and down the East Coast heaps, just like going to random pubs and venues and playing to 30, 20 people. And that's how you make like those lifelong fans, I reckon. And even when you get bigger, you should still do that, because, you know, like there's always going to be some random guy in a pub who's never heard of you, and that guy's going to buy your t-shirt. So I think it's really important. Yeah.
I reckon you got to play the Lansdowne's Metro, but you got to, if you haven't played the Marlin in Ulladulla, then that's where you really cut your teeth.
Best memories at the regional shows as well, I reckon, because you just get like, I think 9 times out of 10 we'd stay at the venue as well, so you just like get to know like the
full
staff
experience.
And the staff like always love music as well, and it's always like either some really old legend or some like young guys who's bought a pub and they're just heaps more passionate about music. So I love it. It's great.
Love that. Do you have any like places that you enjoy coming to, or when you come, what is it that you do outside of, you know, doing gigs?
I mean, we spend a lot of time at Sydney Airport at the Virgin Lounge. It's pretty nice.
Okay.
All the time.
We come in to record, honestly, but I mean, Benny works here sometimes and comes a fair bit, and I've got friends here and stuff.
I think we've been lucky enough to come here a bunch of times and record, and like most recently we've been recording a lot with our mate Julian Sudak in St. Peter's. He's got an absolute sweet setup, and it's meant that we've actually, like, I feel like I'm kind of starting to know Sydney like a little bit. So it's like, I think Newtown is probably like, you know, classic. That's a place you got to go, like Marrickville around near like the Filter area, like, you know, going in and around there. There's like the Marrickville Bolo, that's it, And there used to be an Oporto in Newtown that, or maybe it's still there, but I think they shut it down. But that was my local for a little bit. I love an Oporto.
Love that. So you mentioned some artists. Are there? Could you give me like a top 5 or 5 artists that you're kind of keeping your eye on at the moment? Want to give a shout out?
Yeah, I'd say first up, to represent Newcastle, Dust especially. They're absolutely killing it, and they're like, they're unreal. Also say Fantastic Furniture as well. They released music again the other day, and I'm such a big Julia Jacqueline fan. And Fantastic Furniture fan as well. So I'll say those two.
Yeah. Bel Air lip balms. I think everyone probably already knows. Everyone's probably already keeping an eye on them. Shady Nasty from here in Sydney. They're so good. Like
Totally.
yeah, their record earlier this year, Trek, was just I can't stop listening to it. And there was another one I wanted to say, Jacqueline as well. I think she's like doing some stuff in London, but she's from Australia. And then back home, Newey represent Chain Daisy. Love them all. I could probably keep going, but I won't.
So good, so good. So, do you guys have any pre-show rituals that you do? Or performance rituals?
Well, before the show, for every show, the four of us, or like 5 of us, our soundy crew is there, or our
Anyone who's on the crew that night.
Basically anyone's on the crew or anyone who's in the room.
Yeah.
We kind of get in a big circle and everyone goes around and says what they're grateful for from the day, and then we hug each other, say we love each other, and then we do 3 fist bumps in the middle.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be something that's like too intense or anything like that. Like it's like, I'm grateful for the Lansdowne lager today. And
grateful for the aircon in the van sometimes, if we're somewhere
important.
hot.
That's it.
Exactly.
Beyond that as well, grateful for you guys. It's a pre-show ritual right now.
Yeah, and then
Hell yeah.
I think another one would be...
And we hug each other, tell everyone that we love them one by one. Every single person says it, and then we fist bump 3 times and then go on.
That's so cute.
Yeah.
And then I think there's a long time, if we would sound check and go back to the hotel, Fraser would always blare AC/DC the whole way back to the to the venue, like stupid loud.
Yeah.
So it was good. My ears were already ringing before we play a show, so it was good. Yeah.
I love it. So when you're touring or on the road, how do you guys manage your mental health and make sure that you're staying healthy?
It's pretty hard on tour, especially with, I guess, healthy eating as well. Like just, 'cause you're always eating crap. But I think mental health wise, the 4 of us are like best mates before the band and still. So being around people who are like going through the same stuff is always nice. And then, I just think constantly telling, like, even just
doing that pre-show ritual.
Yeah, compliments, just like, honestly, like having a crap day and then before a show, like saying one thing you're grateful for just makes you happy. So just trying to stay positive when you're running on 40 minutes sleep and the worst hangover of your life.
That's exactly right. I think it's pretty hard when you're touring, like, because exactly what Josh said. You get 40 minutes of sleep and, not too much like time to eat anything too good. But I always think about like a solo act or something. Like it's like Josh said, it's like we've at least got our friends around us and we can talk to each other pretty easily, right? But I don't know. It's just sort of like sleep when you can, eat a salad when you can, and
surround yourself with good people. Honestly, If your team that you're working with is good, and like the other people in your band, if you have a band, are good, then you should be sweet. Hopefully,
that's it.
Yeah.
My next.
Hold it down here for you.
It's tactical.
Yeah.
My next question is about your experience being artists in the industry. Is there anything that you would like to see change?
I think it's probably just like similar to kind of what I spoke about with Newcastle and kind of like the all age venues and things like that. It's like I think there's like a hell of a lot of young bands that kind of need a spotlight, right? Because it's like Australia's music scene is like, it's almost always popping off, and there's like ebbs and flows and everything like that. But to not have those venues and for those younger kids to not be able to start actually playing in a band, it's like opportunities are like way too low. So more of that, I reckon.
Maybe some more government funding as well, just so bands can tour. Because I know for us when we first started, we were 20 when we started the band, and we were all working like full-time jobs and touring every weekend, and then that
not
goes
sleeping.
into not sleeping. But then that turns into weekday touring, and you're not making any money. But just I think what Benny said.
Where's all the funding?
More venues, and as gross as it is to say, like more money would definitely help.
No, absolutely. It's important to be able to live off something when you're giving so much too.
Yeah.
How important do you think having venues like the Lansdowne or other spaces for artists are, especially emerging artists?
Yeah, I think it's just a venue that, isn't necessarily too large. Maybe especially like the Lansdowne, like kind of has a built-in audience. Like it's like, people just come and hang at the Lansdowne on a normal day, right? Or on a normal weekend. So it's like somewhere that you can get people kind of just walking in, and you don't necessarily have to rely on having a massive audience yet, because you don't have any yet. It's like, that's the most important possible thing, because how do how do you kind of, get bigger, when no one knows who you are or what you're doing. I guess social media these days, but like, yeah, the Lansdowne to actually be able to play live is like crucial. Like we had the venue in Newcastle, the Cambridge, and it's like that definitely had like a built-in audience that would just go there no matter what, and whether it was like a DJ or something afterwards, it's like that doesn't matter. It's like there was a side room where these young bands like us were playing, so it's like, yeah, absolute must.
I feel like when we were growing up, like it wasn't a who's playing or like how much are tickets. It was like I'm going there and just to see live music.
Yeah.
And I don't know if we're getting older or if that's changed, but I think places like the Lansdowne like are just important because like if you just walk into a pub, free entry, get a beer, and there's a band playing, like it's gonna sort you out, sort them out. So yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I have the most important questions now.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
First of all, is it a MIDI or a pot?
It's a schooner. It's a schooner. Is that the right
No,
answer?
that's perfect.
Because like MIDI.
There's no right answer, but that's perfect.
Because MIDI's like a MIDI and a pot is a schooner, right?
Yeah. No. A pot's like a small.
A little thing. Like a pot's a little thing in, I don't know, maybe Adelaide or
In Melbourne as well.
Yeah.
So pot's a littler and
MIDI
MIDI's are bigger.
No, MIDI's
No,
are
they're the
small.
same size.
Yeah. MIDI, schooner, pot in New South Wales.
Schooner.
Okay. What about Palmy or Palmer?
Palmy.
Absolutely palmy.
Yeah.
Obviously
That's
palmer.
been a consensus so far, actually.
Yeah. I think
Palmer.
I think in like Melbourne they say Palmer.
Do we say like
You say
you know,
Parmigiana.
like if you're a dude who rides bikes, you a bikey or are you a biker? Like, oh, I guess you both. That was a bad example. Trader. Yeah, I guess.
Traitor.
Yeah. But who the hell's called as tradies, bikies, palmies? Where does Palmer come from?
I mean Parmigiana.
I don't know.
It's Palmy. It's Palmy.
Yeah, it's simple as that.
Yeah. And the final and most important question is it rock, paper, scissors, scissor, paper, rock, or paper, rock, scissors?
We say Rochambeau.
Rochambeau.
Rochambeau, but
Okay.
I'd say
Scissors, paper,
paper,
rock.
rock.
Yeah. Scissors, paper, rock every day of the week.
Yeah. Rock.
Yeah, like how are you supposed to go rock, paper, scissors, or rock? I don't know. I can't remember what the other
Yeah.
options were.
Paper. Oh, paper, scissors, rock works.
Papers. Yeah, that works, but it feels weird.
Yeah. Scissors, paper, rock.
Yeah.
Okay,
Final answer. Lock it in.
Lock it in. I'm glad that you have come to a consensus. All right, thanks so much for having us. Sorry.
Thanks so much for having us.
Thanks so much, Rum Jungle, for being here at the Lansdowne for Lansdowne TV.
Thanks for having us.
so much for
Thank
having
you.
It's been awesome.
Thank you.
Heck yeah.
Thank you guys.
Yoo-hoo!
Keep looking into the camera. I don't know if you're supposed to do that. Thanks for watching.
Nice.
Okay, good stuff, guys.